audience, your clients, your customers, they're able to see who you are as a person and not just as that CEO or that boss that you are of your business. The mission of the Grind Entrepreneur Network is really quite simple. It is to support, connect, develop, and highlight entrepreneurs. The network is just amazing, and so I'm really so glad for that, because when I need services done, I go to my network to see who I can invest in. I really want to do something to help support and highlight entrepreneurs who are on their grind, and that's really how the Grind Entrepreneur Network was born. So Perfect Time SHP, that is really a passion. That is a coaching and consulting firm, and I really just focus on leadership development. I look at those career professionals as well as entrepreneurs. If you are in need of a leadership development coach, if you just need some steps, some guidance, some how-tos on getting your entrepreneur journey started, if you want to up-level your career, certainly reach out to me. Also, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to connect with others that are all across the United States and beyond, and also be highlighted and featured in our Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight each month, definitely reach out to SharonHporter.com, and I would love to connect and collaborate with you so that we can definitely support your efforts and make sure that you get the results that you want in your business. I'm Dr. Sharon, and this is the I Am Dr. Sharon Show, broadcasting live from the Urban Style Media Studio. I am excited, and I hope you are as well. This is the place where we highlight and feature awesome educators, authors, entrepreneurs, and members of the community. So I'm excited to be here. I just cannot say enough how grateful I am. And before we get started, I got to give a shout out to Vox Wave and Ron Jackson and Reggie Gaskin. I love you tremendously, and thank you for giving my start in this industry. So thank you so much. I want to give a shout out to all of my wonderful partners. James Adele Custom Clothier, he is out of Charlotte, but he ships worldwide. Also, I want to thank ShirleyLouFinance.com, a trusted partner with the I Am Dr. Sharon Show. And our book of the week and author of the week is none other than Pretty is Hard Work. And this is by Shantae Conyers Woods. You definitely want to purchase her book. Go onto Amazon and get it. It is Shantae Conyers Wood, and Being Pretty is Hard Work. Psalms 51:17. Go out and get it. So guys, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with my first guest, none other than Karen McConnell-Jones. We'll be right back.
So excited to introduce my very first guest to my audience. She is none other than Sharon McConnell-Jones. She is a self-made entrepreneur. She is the CEO and president of Class Act Production LLC and the president and co-owner of this wonderful studio, Urban Style Media. Sharon McConnell-Jones. Welcome, Sharon.
Oh my God, it is here.
It is here.
This day is here.
Oh my God, and I am just so excited. Oh my goodness.
I know my cheeks hurt so hard.
Absolutely. Now, I shared just a little bit about you, that you're the CEO and president of Class Act, you president and co-owner of this wonderful studio. But please, let everyone know a little more about Sharon McConnell-Jones.
Oh wow. And look, I just have to say, I was just saying that I was like, oh, I'm so excited and nervous because I'm used to doing the interviews and now I'm getting interviews.
Exactly.
So it's a wonderful feeling, but basically, let me just tell you about me without saying work first. I'm just a country girl from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Shout out to Winston-Salem.
I am a Southern belle to my heart. I love sports, so you'll see my sports show coming up next. I'm a big Cowboy fan. I just love just being in the community and giving back and just serving our people. So that is foremost, and got to give all thanks and just say I'm grateful to God.
Yes.
So when God have a calling on your life and just give you purpose, it's about living out your purpose. And especially now at my age, I'm supposed to know that, and we supposed to know that. And when you know that, you do that. So that's what I am. I am a doer for God.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. And so, Sharon, you've had a wonderful life of entrepreneurship. You started out actually as a salon owner and hairstylist in Georgetown, Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yes. I'm going to just take you back to I was 5 years old. Ever since I was a little girl at 5 years old, I can truly remember telling my mom I was going to have my own business one day and I was going to take care of her. So I just had the entrepreneur spirit ever since I was a little girl, just finding ways to be creative with earning money for myself. I was the one out there cutting grass, shoveling the snow, and just coming out and, I love fashion. So I always created my own little fashion show, charge people $1 to get in.
I love it. I
can remember that. They used to pay me $1 too to come to my fashion show.
I love it.
Fashion show with my baby dolls, though.
Wow.
It was just hilarious. But moving forward, so fashion has been my life. I was able to get accepted in the all-girls school, Margaret Washington in Washington, D.C., and I took up clothing and construction, and I loved it. So I used to make my own clothes. I used to love that because one of a kind now. Nobody gonna have on what Karen is having on. So, and that's where it came from. And I used to model and, so then the hair. Everybody before the fashion show was like, Karen, do my hair. So I ended up realizing I really loved styling hair, So after high school, I went to Margaret Washington. But after Margaret Washington, I went to Cabernet. So Dr. Clark really impressed me when I in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
And that's Dr. Clark, because she owned Cabernet, so that's going way back on 8th Street Northeast. So she owned everything up and down 8th Street at that time. So I was really impressed, and I learned a lot about the business from her. She was like, do more than build your business, build a legacy. So that's what I learned from Dr. Clark. So to be able to just learn that skill set from her, to be business-minded, an entrepreneur, I was going big. Go big or stay home. And I knew that I did not want a beauty shop. I wanted a salon.
I know that's
and
right.
there is a difference. So my salon had to be downtown D.C., 2 blocks from the White House. And I was really proud to say that when Obama got in the house. I was like, I'm right here. So I did all the Secret Service hair, all the people on Congress. So I had a good run. So I was downtown D.C. for 15 years.
Wow.
Yes, 15 years downtown D.C., 2 blocks from the White House. So it was just a wonderful experience.
I love that. And Sharon, you just finished with the Vision Conference. And I have to say, I attended a few years back
Yes.
in the basement of your house, and
That's
you
where it
expanded
started.
this year.
Yes.
And when I tell you, it was so amazing.
Yes.
And I knew then I had to be connected to you. And shout out to DeVay Campbell,
Yay.
because she invited me
Yes,
to come to
yes,
this.
yes.
And I just knew at that point you were someone that I needed to stay connected with.
Oh.
So talk about the Vision Conference.
The Vision Conference, as you said, believe it or not, it started out in the basement of my home. I'm always doing community things, so we was having a youth community award. And I was like, how can I raise money, fundraise to pay for this award? Because I self-fund all my award show that I gave. And the youth, they came up with, they did cookouts and to raise money, they washed cars. It was just wonderful how they were so involved. So I was like, what can I do? So that's when I said, I'm going to invite all my associates conference, and I actually got that from my goddaughter. She kind of gave me the name to give it, and it just only supposed to be at one time at my house, a fundraiser, but everyone had so much fun with it. They said, Karen, you have to keep it going.
Wow.
So every year, September, I opened up my home and had the Vision Conference. So in 5 years, it was just like, oh my gosh, it was just, it outgrew my house. So I was like, it's time to take it on the road. So I featured 8 speakers with me this year, and it was phenomenal.
Yes.
So the Vision Conference is about being in your purpose. Just being in your purpose. And I love that because, you know, God give us all purpose. You know, it's greatness in all of us.
Absolutely.
And it's just about knowing where your skill set and your talents are, and that's where your greatness is.
Absolutely.
So, and it's about living in your purpose. And this year was walking in your purpose with confidence. And, you know, and we have to do that. When you are in your purpose and you're applying your purpose, it gives you the confidence to want to grow and do more. You know, so Saturday I kept saying that, you know, sometimes people say, Karen, God, you always doing this, you always doing that, you're never satisfied. No, it's not that I'm never satisfied, but God always going to give you your next assignment.
Absolutely.
So when you do one thing for Him, He's going to put you on your next
Absolutely.
one. So I'm always excited what my next assignment is going to be. So, you know, now my next assignment since my Vision Conference has been started Urban Style Media.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. And when I tell you this space is like none other.
Yes, yes.
A lot of hard work
Yes,
was
yes.
put into this. A lot of hard work,
Yes,
love, and dedication
yes.
was put into this space. And
Yes,
so I'm
yes.
just so excited for
Yes.
you, your partner, Denzel Bennett,
Oh, yes.
just for all the things that are coming
Yes,
forward
yes,
for this.
yes,
So
yes.
let's talk about your run in media, because as I said in the introduction, I gave a shout out to Vox Wave,
Yes.
to Reggie and to Ron, because I appreciate them so much, and you actually had a start there.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. And so Reggie, we love you.
Okay,
And
yes.
we are grateful.
And I was at the cookout yesterday. So
Okay.
we had the family cookout
Yes.
yesterday. So I had to stop by because he actually was here at my grand opening,
Yes.
at our grand opening last Friday. But yes, on this journey, I've been in the media world for 8 years now. So starting out with Peggy Morris
Yeah.
for Sister Network. I
Yeah.
give her
And
a shout
she's
out.
on. Shout out, Peggy.
Yes. And when I joined the organization, she called this hands-on deck meeting. And I remember having this board up here, and everybody before they left had to put their name on one of these committees that was sitting there dormant.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, radio show? We got a radio show? Nobody doing nothing with it? So, and at that time, we was on the flow, Rock the Flow. And so I was like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, they don't know. I love doing this. So Peggy allowed me to, just revamp and rebrand the show, and it was just wonderful. So I spun off, 2 years later, I spun off from that and created the Voice of Class Act. And then we moved around a couple of times, and then we ended up at that time, Reggie was at eLife Media. So we was at eLife Media with Reggie and Dr. Baruch, and so then the mall is renovating and everything. So when Reggie and everybody, we decided, just leave the mall. That's when I said, no, I got
It's time to do your own thing.
It's
I love
just
it.
time. It's just time, and Reggie, it was time for him to do it for himself without
Absolutely.
a partner, because he had been in the business much longer. So, and I am proud for him. Vox
Absolutely.
Wave is we are just sister friends,
Absolutely.
and that's what we're going to be forever.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
I love
Reggie,
it.
we love you.
Yes, thank
Ron,
you.
we love you too.
Yes.
Yes, and even Roland, because Roland is my studio husband. He was the
Okay.
engineer at Elike Media.
Okay.
For Reggie at the time, and Roland and I, oh my gosh, every Saturday morning we was just like, we was in there always, and then somebody was like, y'all act like husband and wife. So ever since then, I call Roland my studio
Your studio husband.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
his
it.
studio wife.
I
He was
love
my
it.
studio husband. Yes.
And one last thing I want to talk about, because we also have this in common, is your passion in the political arena. And so that's one of the things that I tell you, so much likeness here.
Yes,
So you've
yes.
actually served as campaign manager. You have some wonderful connections
Yes.
in politics. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, you know, I just tell people, because we got a big election coming up,
That's
especially
right.
our primaries, because here in Prince George's County, where we are, Prince George's County, Maryland, during the primaries, our local election, people don't come out and vote enough. So only 38% came out and voted in 2014, and out of that, 65% of that is women.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to raise our awareness, get people out, and just be more involved, because, you know, it starts right here at the local level, just who we get in our national levels.
Yes.
So we got to get more involved. So I just love it, and that's just what it was. You know, just sitting there one day saying, you know what, we always sit back and talk about, oh, they need it. So how can I be heard? You know, you got to let your vote be your voice. And then I said, let me just get more involved. So here in the county, I was just very pleased to say that I had the opportunity and the honor
Yes.
to be campaign manager for Ingrid Turner.
Yes.
The Honorable Ingrid Turner. She was running for a circuit court judge.
Mhm.
And at the time, she was running for Congress, and she decided to switch her race to circuit court judge. And if anybody know about the judge seat, the governor actually appoint who the judge is. And so he had his appointees out there. So we actually ran against the appointee and won. And
Yes.
that's never been done before. And we made history. And I
Yes.
just remember keep telling Ingrid, I said, you know what? I want you to win in first place. And not because first place is just so grand, because I didn't want people to think that we was a fluke.
Absolutely.
I want them to know that she deserved to be there.
Absolutely.
And just like me, ever since I remember her clearly telling me the story, ever since she was a little girl, 5 years old, that she remembered saying she wanted to be a judge.
Wow.
So when God gives you the purpose and the passion like that, I just knew I had to work on her campaign and get there, because it's something about that burning desire. And when you just a small child, you already know what your calling is. And so I'm just thankful and grateful to have got her there. But I worked out with Marion Berry. It all started with him. I used to do the summer enrichment programs when I was a little girl, teenager, working with Marion Berry, and just seeing the work ethics. Personally, I don't care what, happened to him personally. That was his personal journey, his personal struggle. But on a professional side and just being a man of office, he took care of his community. And that's what I saw. So it started there with me for politics. It's been under Marion Berry. I only got great things to say about
I
him.
love it. I tell you.
Yes.
Dynamic Karen McConnell-Jones, guys. I tell you, and I'm just so grateful for the opportunity.
Yes.
Big things are in store, guys. All I want to say is just keep watching. Big things are coming.
We gotta let the secret out there. This is my cousin.
Family. I love it. Guys, and I'm just so grateful. So grateful.
Yes. And see, we definitely cousin, because that is my word, grateful. I have a pillow in
Oh
my
my
office
goodness.
to say grateful. I am just so grateful and honored to have
Yes.
my cousin here. It's just always nice when you can have family, and then family just come with, I'm telling you, she's coming with so much substance. I'm like, oh my gosh, you sure you only been doing this once? And I am just so proud of you, and and just coming in the door. And see, and I gotta say this, and I know I'm running over your time, but I have to say that she came in the door saying, I love this. I realize this is my calling. She said, give me a year from now, I'm gonna have my own studio.
Absolutely.
So coming in the door, letting me know that this is her dream, this is her passion, this is her purpose, and I'm going to do all I can do to help her get there and achieve the goal. I said, okay, so we just going to be sister friends again. So I'm going to be working at her studio when it opens up next year.
Absolutely.
And she's still going to be involved with Urban Style Media. And that's 100%. Just how we have to do it.
Absolutely.
We want to do it.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I'm thrilled to hear the rest of your guests, because, makeup.
That's your
my
thing. That's it.
Yes. So thank you for giving me the opportunity here. But I'm just telling you, it's just me. It's warm in here. I can't turn on the air for y'all.
God, it's lit up in here. That's why we are lit. I tell you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
Guys, and you want to stay tuned because my next guest is my LaTrese Hurd hairstylist.
Yay.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All
Back. Oh my goodness, my next guest is Miss LaTrese Hurd, hairstylist and the owner of Sharp Image by LaTrese. LaTrese Hurd, welcome.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning. Oh my goodness. Yes, she is a return guest, guys. And let me tell you, I have to let the secret out. When she came, I met her. She came to the show. I visited her salon, and I've been there every week. Afterward. And I have to tell you, you changed my hair life, LaTrese. And you know that. Even this morning, she did something for 2 seconds. It made a difference. So I am so excited for you. And when I was coming to the new studio, you had to be on the first show because I so appreciate you.
So much. I so appreciate it.
Absolutely. So LaTrese, tell us a little more because you, just like Miss Jones, McConnell-Jones, you knew way back when you were going to be a hairstylist.
Exactly.
Talk about that.
So, just like your last guest said, I don't know if it's a Southern girl thing or not, but I am also multi-talented. I started off braiding. In school, I did a little sewing and stuff like that, but I love hair, but I love the beauty industry in itself.
Yes.
Like, I just love everything about the beauty industry. And just like you, I love to give back to people, so it helps me a lot.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate when I hear people say that I've changed their life with their hair.
Totally.
And I mean, it's just so amazing. The very first time that happened to me, I was actually in hair school. And we're on the floor, I'm on the floor now, I did this customer's hair, I was done. So I turn around, I show her the mirror, and she just burst out crying. So I'm like, oh my God, I just messed this lady hair up. So I was like, let me get the floor manager. So I go call the floor manager over, because I was like, didn't know what to do. I'm like nervous. And so she comes over and she says, ma'am, is everything okay? And she said, I never knew that I could look so beautiful.
Wow.
And from that day forward, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I need to be.
Absolutely.
So that touched me. So every time, and it never gets old to hear.
Yes.
You know, like, it's so appreciative. Because a lot of people don't express that to their stylist, but we love to hear stuff like like
Absolutely.
that. So
You
I
did.
really
Oh my God.
appreciate
Gave me
you.
the right, honey. Let me tell you.
Yes.
And you know, the one thing that I love is you really take the time for hair care. So it's not just about the style and the styling, but you want to make sure that the hair care is there.
Exactly.
Talk about that.
I tell people all the time, your head is just like the ground in your yard. If you don't treat the scalp, the hair just won't grow right. A lot of people would like to just treat the hair, but you have to treat the scalp. And being in this industry, working with other stylists and stuff, you see that there's a lot of people that just don't care about the care of the hair. They just want to give you the service and get paid. Because I love it so much, I wanted to learn everything about it. So that has definitely worked out very well for me. And just like I said, I just love the beauty industry, so there could be way much more coming.
Oh yeah, it is. It really is.
You know, as much as you say I helped you, you also helped me, I must say.
Yes, I love it.
I'm coming out my shell.
Yes,
slowly,
absolutely.
and I'm loving it.
Absolutely. I love that. And so you really just came off of this huge event. Style Allen is something else at front. What was it? Art all night. Style
Yes,
Allen. That was amazing.
That was so amazing.
Oh my God.
And it's so fun. And I thank Harley Morgan for putting me on. And also, he loved my work so much that I'll also be in the Fashion Week that's coming up.
Okay, that's the indie. Is that?
Well, this week, tomorrow starts Indie Fashion Week, which leads up
To Fashion
Week.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, so we have a networking event tomorrow with Harley, and I'm just so excited. I also actually get to meet Ty Cobb.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, Ty Cobb was on the show.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. There's so much more to come. So.
I love it. I love it. And so we actually have a few pictures, and those of you on Facebook, you're not going to see it, so go to Urban Style Media to see them. The first picture is actually you and your daughter.
Yeah.
So talk about that because she's following in your footsteps.
She is.
Talk about
And I am not a good teacher. I must admit. So I just bought her a mannequin and just told her to just practice with it. And within the last 2 years,
wow.
My daughter has a great clientele. She does amazing work. She does stuff I don't even do.
Wow,
yet.
that's
I
awesome.
mean, YouTube is teaching these kids.
Right,
everything.
absolutely.
But yes, I brought her on this event. She's now in Paul Mitchell Hair School.
Okay.
She's our next future professional.
That's it.
But I brought her onto this runway show for a just exposure, so she can see what it'll be like. So she helped me out with some of my models.
Okay.
It was an experience,
Okay.
but it was so fun.
That's awesome.
It's a lot that goes on.
Yes.
There were supposed to be 2 stylists, 2 makeup artists, but I was the only stylist that showed up. And a makeup artist by the name of Mickey, who was on, Nikki, I'm sorry, that's on the Ty Cobb's
Real
Ways of
makeup
DC.
artist of DC.
Yes. So I got a chance to meet, and we banged it out.
That is awesome.
We did it. Yeah.
That is awesome. And so let's look at the first picture, the second picture,
Yes.
the green ponytail. And so, what did you do?
She did that, and we added a little accessories to her. You know, when it comes to hair, I love color.
Yes.
So I did pick out all of the colors for the models, and that green was just
That was it.
for that model.
It
yes,
was,
it,
yes.
it was so beautiful.
Absolutely.
I wish I could show you the video.
Oh my goodness.
But if you go on
Yes.
Roe, the agency, ROE, the agency, you will find all the videos,
That's
all
awesome.
the pictures you need to see
That's
from
awesome.
Art All Night.
Wow, and let's look at the next one. This was Lex Doe. It was a braided ponytail. Talk about that.
So that was funny because I was relatively I did not know. But so Lex, I just kept her with a yes, Lex, work it.
Oh my God. And then let me tell you, because I was actually in the shop when you showed me this neck style. You said, I want to do this. The dread updo. When I saw this model, I said, LaTrese, baby, you hit it. Tell us about this dread updo.
Okay, so I was just like, I need to find some type of not fell out of his hair, but it fell out of my braid. So I just let it drop. I let it fall because I was like, I need to add my own sweetness to this. So I just let that one drop, finished the style, and when I got done and added accessories, I was like,
It was beautiful.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Everything was just so amazing.
Oh my God. Okay, and then the last picture is 2 braids.
Yes.
So what did you do for that?
So this guy also has really long natural hair.
Wow.
And because of time. But it was just so, I mean, he loved just those 2 braids because he's always wondered what his hair would look like with color, but no one ever put color in his hair.
Wow.
So I was like, you don't always have to dye your hair. So I just, you know, fed in that color. It looked so natural, and
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm just ready for the next.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Oh,
it was
goodness.
so much fun. Like, I love the art of hair. So that that day, it just gave me. It just gave me the go to just expand
Absolutely.
what I've been showing people in the salon, because a lot of people don't get that type of stuff in the salon. So I just had so much fun. And I'm already thinking of new stuff to do on the next show.
I love it.
I mean, I just love it. I just love the art of hair.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love beauty. I love everything, because beauty does change.
It does.
Everyone.
It does.
Everyone.
It really does.
It gives you so much confidence. You know, make you walk with your chest out, you stand tall, and everyone wants to feel that way.
Absolutely. So tell everyone how they can reach you. Someone's out there looking for a new hairstylist. How can they reach you? How can they connect with you on social media?
Okay, I am located in Waldorf. You can reach me at 202-286-1924, or you can find me on Instagram at Sharp Image Hair Studio. I'm also on Facebook under Sharp Image Hair Studio by LaTrese. I also have a personal page, LaTrese Heard, which I also show all the same things on all of my social media. So you can get them all. You can also book online from my social medias. And just hope to see you guys soon. I promise you will love me.
You will. And you won't spend all day there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
She gets you in and she gets you out.
I like to focus on my clients.
Yeah,
So.
and I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
I
LaTrese,
appreciate
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I so appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
And like we say, we stuck now. We have that all the time.
You got me and you're stuck with me.
And I love that. Guys, thank you. This is LaTrese Heard, Sharp Image by LaTrese. You definitely want to connect with her, especially if you are in need of some change with that hair. So definitely connect with her. Guys, we're going to take another quick break, and we're going to be back with Linette Howard, extreme makeup artist of the DMV. We'll be right back. Michelle Howard. She is the owner of Extreme Beauty Makeup Studio. Oh my goodness, but she is awesome, honey. Let me tell you, I was there early this morning. She beat this face and is beautiful. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. Just like LaTrese, you were on my show a few shows ago.
I want to say April.
April, maybe, yes. And then you got me too for life. I said my go-to person for makeup. I am so excited for you because you are just doing great things, Linette. So tell us about your start in makeup.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but I started in Sephora. Sephora in Georgetown on M Street back in my early 30s, so that was almost about 15 years ago. I started in the skincare department in Sephora in Georgetown. And makeup has always been the love of my life. And so I was just telling your partner that I'm glad that I did start in the skincare department because it taught me just the basics, the fundamentals of how you start with your skincare.
Yes.
And how the masks and the scrubs and the water is so important.
I love it. And you know, and for you, your looks, every time you see the faces that you do, you know it's you because you really get those colors. You pop those colors. Tell us about your selection and how you choose that because I'm telling you, even with your pictures, your colors are just so vibrant. Talk about that.
So, color is a bit of a struggle with some of my clients because some people, you know, they are fearful of color for some reason, and I want to say it's because they haven't tried it, you know. So, for instance, like you, I know you told me earlier today I was the first person that put lashes on, the first artist, and for a lot of my clients, they kind of like fear the lashes, but I do a natural look. And where color is concerned, I always do something that is going to complement their skin. For me, there's no fear factor in any color, nothing I do. So I'm going to do blues, I'm going to do greens, I'm going to do yellows. But because you are a beginner, you're a newcomer, I wouldn't do that to you. So I would do something more complementary to your skin tone. Like today you said you were going to wear a red blazer and some black. And so I said I'm just going to put a pop of color on her lip. That red is nice. Smoke out her eyes.
Yes.
Here she comes.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. And so LaTrese.
LaTrese.
She's on my brain. So Linette, really with the makeup, because you've been busy and I've noticed you've done a lot of group makeups, whether it's book signings, different ventures like that. Yeah. Talk about that because you're available to do group makeup. Talk about that.
I am available. I do groups, I do weddings, I do bridal parties, I do events. I just did the Trails of a Triumphant Woman. It was a book launch on last Saturday.
Yes.
And I did a photo shoot for them, and that was about 8 or 9 women.
Wow.
And then I was called to do an attorney. She's a big attorney out in Maryland. She was going to be featured in a magazine in Maryland. And so I did the attorneys and I did the paralegals out in Maryland last Monday, and that was 7 of them.
Wow.
So I'm available to do groups, weddings, like I said, whatever event you have.
Wow. That's awesome. It really is. And so your appointment, you book by appointments because of course you do individuals as well. And so accommodating, which I love. You'll come or, depending on who can come to you.
Yes,
so it's really, traveling makeup, which is so convenient.
Yes.
One morning we were going to meet like at 5 o'clock, remember that? But I think you had to go somewhere, but just so accommodating.
Yes.
Talk about that, how you really... Because we want to look forward. Because right now you're not doing it 100% entrepreneurship. You have a 9 to 5, like a lot of us entrepreneurs out there. But that is the hope and the dream, your aspiration. Talk about that. That's right. That's exactly. Talk about what you see for yourself in the future.
So what I see for myself, what's your business partner's name?
Karen.
Karen. So we were just talking about that. because of course I'm gonna grow. That is my goal, my vision. And so one of the visions that I do have is just to bring the young makeup artists under me up. I want to create a platform for them because, like I said, when I started out, there wasn't a lot of help. And I want it to be different for the young female adults coming up because for me, I know that God wouldn't have put this passion in me at this point in my life if He wasn't going to fulfill this dream. And I'm fine with the time. It's just that I feel like sometimes I wasted time when I was younger.
Right.
And if I could just get the young girls coming up, I can prevent them from wasting so much time. Get that money, get your business, and get your butt out there now.
Yes, I love that.
And I want to create a platform to help them.
I love
that. To
that.
teach them business, makeup, all of it.
I love that. And I just so appreciate the work that you do because you take the time. It's not, you make sure that everything is right. And I just love it, especially for a newbie.
Because you're nervous. You haven't done this before. You're like, lashes, I don't know. You're going to be fine.
Yes. So I appreciate that. I really do. So where can people reach out to you if they want to book you individually or if they have a group event that
they can find me on Facebook. I have a business page. It's called Extreme Beauty Studios on Facebook. And then I am on Instagram at Extreme Beauty Studio, and they can also reach me on you can call my cell, 202-423-8828.
I love that. Oh my goodness. And I'm excited for what's coming for you next because I know your greater is coming.
Yes, it is.
Your greater is coming. Guys, again, Linette Michelle Howard, you definitely want to connect with her. Just beautiful, just professional, and will take care of you. So definitely reach out. So we're going to take one last break, and we're going to bring all of our guests back just for our final segment. We'll be right back.
Are you a business owner or author? Advertise on the I Am Dr. Sharon Show. The Dr. Sharon Show will promote your business with viewers across the United States and beyond. Contact us, IamDrSharonShow.com for more information.
Shirley Liu has been in the financial services industry for over 20 years and is committed to securing your financial future through sound financial planning, education, and even training for those who want to start a career in financial services. Through innovative retirement, savings, and educational programs powered by First Financial Security Incorporated, Shirley Liu and her team prepare you to thrive with your money. Accredited by the BBB, Shirley Liu Finance is safe and sound investing.
I have my dynamic guests all here, Miss LaTrese Hurd, Miss Linette Howard, and Miss Karen McConnell-Jones, guys. And we're just going to end the show just by giving your advice to aspiring entrepreneurs. All of you have stepped out. You've done what it takes to get where you need to be. We're still all striving to do a little more, but there is someone out there struggling trying to get started. And I want you to specifically speak to where you are, your hair business, your makeup, your everything, media, everything, how you started. So just give just a little advice to someone who's struggling in that entrepreneur journey.
Well, I just want to say, just like Karen said, that, sometimes when you're into a lot of stuff, people think that you don't know or you're not satisfied. But if you're that type of person that have a lot of things that you like to do, take them on and go with it. Create your own business, create your way. Don't worry about what people think or say, because coming up, there were people I went to school with who made it difficult. because of whatever reason. And I was that type of person who cared about how people thought about me. I had a client that tell me once I hit 40, that was going to go away 39K, and I was like, what? I'm doing this.
Right.
So all I'm going to say is, if your heart is in it, do it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do it.
I love it. I love it.
And you know what? And I have to say, because the moment I stopped caring what people, and I say that all the time, I was free. I was delivered.
Yep. And it feels good.
I was, because I was bound by what people thought and said.
Yeah.
I was bound by the fear of failing.
Yes.
And for me, I felt like once I started doing makeup, you wouldn't have thought I was running for president or something. These girls was losing their mind.
Wow.
And oh my God, it's oversaturated in DC. And I'm like, and it stuck with me, it crushed me. And I was like, we do have a lot of makeup artists here. But then I saw this post that said, a lot of people might be doing what you're doing, but only you do it like you. You're the only
Absolutely.
guy. And I said, you know what, I don't care, I'm doing this. I'm doing it. Because of course we have a lot of makeup artists, but who else says that? There are a lot of comedians, there are a lot of actors, there are a lot of actresses, and they're not letting Taraji stop them.
Right, absolutely.
So, yeah.
So what's your advice? Something else that you would tell someone who's coming up trying to be a makeup artist?
Don't wait and just do it.
Just
Whatever
do it.
fear you have, just run towards it and not run away from it, because you're prolonging it. And if it's your dream and your passion, you're gonna have
Just
to do
do
it
it.
sooner or later, and you might as well do it sooner than later.
I love it. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes, I love that. Yes. My thing is, I always say I love creating opportunities for myself.
Yes.
If it's anything that's on your heart that you want to do, and don't let the fear factor, because you are right about the fear factor. We cannot let fear hold us back, because that was part of our conference as well. Because people feared failure. Failure still have purpose.
Yes.
You know,
that
you
is
have
so
to,
true.
failure still have purpose. So don't look at it, oh, I may fail. Just go out there and create opportunities for yourself. I know I did the same thing in the media. Just brand new at being an owner in media. I was in media for 7 years, but I'm brand new at being an owner. And I wanted people to see me in this light. So I had a girlfriend that was here in DC, and she's an executive director of the company. And I was like, oh, is anybody doing your media? She said, no. I said, they are now.
I know that.
And
Creating your opportunity.
Yes, I created an opportunity, and because I went and I did the interviews for them, now they celebrated 20-year anniversary in Atlanta, and it's AACUC, and that's the African American Credit Coalition, and they flew me in.
Yes.
Okay, and they for 4 days, and I had a wonderful time. Did the interviews for them for 4 days, and they was like, "Now, Karen, you our spokesperson every year, creating opportunities for yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Create opportunities for yourself and explore them. So that's the best I can say.
I tell you, and mine is to get a team around you, honey. Let me tell you, honey. Let me tell you, a mentor is so important, because Karen actually said it when she talked. When I came in and told her my aspiration is to have my own studio, she said, wonderful, I'm going to help you. Who does that? I'm grateful for that. These ladies, honey, when I tell you my glam squad, oh my God, I'm grateful for you. I am grateful. Grateful.
I know this is my cousin, because it's my word.
I mean, that's it. Just so grateful.
And we're going to take it to another level, because I made up my own word, because I say grateful so much. So we are gratefulness.
I know that's I love it. Oh my goodness. Guys, I just want to say thank you. Whew, I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry. She done did my best. Told you my best. Yes, honey. I am so excited, and I just could not have had better guests for my first show. So I just want to say thank you, guys, and stick with us, because we are going places. Urban Style Media. I know. I'm telling you, it's something. So I'm just grateful. I want to thank Justin, my new engineer. I want to thank Larry, my husband, my VP of sales. I'm just grateful, guys. So thank you so much. I am Dr. Sharon. This is the I Am Dr. Sharon show. We are on Urban Style Media every Sunday from 10 to 11. Follow us across all social media platforms at I Am Dr. Sharon. And as always, the bigger the dream, the harder the grind, but push, pray, and continue to grind.
Amen. Amen.
What keeps entrepreneurs from connecting and collaborating is trust. If you've never collaborated and saw the benefits of collaboration, then you don't know that you need to. If there is individuals who have strengths that you don't have, and you complement each other, you have those thought partners, those accountability partners that you really can work with well together, the outcome is just amazing. I have been in 5 collaboration books. One of the benefits for me is the time piece, because when you're writing your own book, it does take time. Then secondly, you are opened up to so many more people than you would ever do by yourself. Just the benefit of expanding your reach and your circle is also a benefit in collaboration. I really feel that every entrepreneur needs a book because it helps validate what you're doing. You do the work, you are out there making money off of what you're doing. I like to know what it is that you're doing as an entrepreneur. Tell us your story. Everyone has a story, which is why I highlight entrepreneurs in the Grind Entrepreneur Network, because I am giving them a question of the day. They are detailing their questions and their responses, and you're getting to know who that entrepreneur is. And so with a book, you're able to do that. Your audience, your clients, your customers, they're able to see who you are as a person and not just as that CEO or that boss that you are of your business. The mission of the Grind Entrepreneur Network is really quite simple. It is to support, connect, develop, and highlight entrepreneurs. The network is just amazing. And so I'm really so glad for that, because when I need services done, I go to my network to see who I can invest in. You know, I really want to do something to help support and highlight entrepreneurs who are on their grind. And that's really how the Grind Entrepreneur Network was born. So Perfect Time SHP, that is really a passion. That is a coaching and consulting firm, and I really just focus on leadership development. I look at those career professionals as well as entrepreneurs. If you are in need of a leadership development coach, if you just need some steps, some guidance, some how-tos on getting your entrepreneur journey started, if you want to up-level your career, certainly reach out to me. Also, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to connect with others that are all across the United States and beyond, and also be highlighted and featured in our Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight each month, definitely reach out to SharonHPorter.com, and I would love to connect and collaborate with you so that we can definitely support your efforts and make sure that you get the results that you want in your business.